Hello and welcome, and congrats on making your first step towards a tidy home. My name is Lisa Zalabides, and I'm a professional organizer and KonMari certified consultant. And I created this KonMari checklist for you so that you can say goodbye to overwhelm and clutter, and say hello to a stress-free, organized, and relaxing environment that you cannot wait to come home to after a busy day at work. Sounds good? Are you ready to take a step? Okay, let's do it. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the checklist you just received. So here we go. So on the first page, I'm giving you a succinct overview of the 6 core principles of the KonMari method. As you're working your way through all your categories, and we'll talk about these in just a moment, you want to always make sure that you adhere to these principles. So as you're tidying and you get kind of stuck or have doubts about it if you're doing things right, go look at the method's 6 principles. Check and ask yourself if you're still following the principles. If yes, great. You're doing everything right. If not, make necessary course corrections. Let's go over the principles quickly. Envision your ideal life. This is the first thing you should be doing before you even touch any of your items. Get crystal clear on what your goals are. Why are you doing this? What do you want to achieve? Commit yourself to tidying up completely. The method only works if you're implementing it wholeheartedly. So you have to commit to doing the work with all of your belongings. Simple as that. The first step is discarding, and the second step is organizing. Within each category, focus on making decisions on what to keep and what to discard first. Only after that, you will move on to organizing what's left. Tidy by category and not by location. Nothing more to add here. The second part breaks down all the categories for you. We'll go over this in just a second. Adhere to the correct category order. Follow the order of clothing, books, papers, kimono, and then mementos. That's it. Only keep items that spark joy. The heart of the method. Focus on what you want to keep and what brings you joy and happiness, and say goodbye to the rest. The next part on your PDF is the actual KonMari category checklist. In the method, we have 5 main categories: clothing, books, papers, kimono, and mementos. Now, depending on the volume of belongings you have, it can be helpful to break down those 5 categories even further. So for example, if you have a lot of clothes and or not a lot of space to sort your clothes, you could decide to tackle 1 or 2 subcategories at a time, instead of doing all your clothes at once. Do what works for you. Another benefit of this comprehensive category list is that you have an overview of what belongs into a KonMari category. It also helps you to not forget anything. For example, under clothing, we also subsume all clothing-related accessories. Each main category also ends with the check item Other, so that you can add any additional subcategories you might have. If you're printing out the list, just write on it and add what you're missing or cross out anything you don't have. After the clothing category, you move on to books. This is pretty straightforward. The only thing to mention here is that magazines are part of the book category. Then we get to papers, category number 3. Again, you see different types of papers that you should tackle here. In general, I like to refer to papers in this category as any piece of paper that has written or printed information on it. So blank letter paper does not belong in this category. Moving on to kimono, or miscellaneous items, category number 4. This is generally the largest category with often blurry lines and thus can be quite tricky to maneuver. Since it's so big, I broke it down into 4 sections: general, bath and bed, office, and kitchen. You can go in any order as you like within the kimono category. So for example, you might want to start with office, kimono, and then tackle some of the subcategories under general. To help you ease into the kimono, I usually suggest starting with some easy, smaller categories for you. And the 5th and last category is mementos, or sentimental items. Anything you're keeping out of pure sentimental reasons belongs in this category. You might have found and collected some mementos throughout tidying your other categories. So now is the time to joy check all of these and complete your KonMari tidying journey. Finally, on the last page, you can find some more resources and links to all of them. They're all clickable. Also, clicking on my image there brings you straight to my website. And that's it. I hope this little guide how to navigate and use this checklist has been helpful. If you have any questions, comments, or just want to say hi, just reply to my email and you'll reach me directly. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.